Hi, my name is Anna Olmstead, and today I'll be demonstrating how to properly measure liquid and dry ingredients. We're going to start with our liquid ingredients. This is the cup that we use to measure liquids because it has a nice handle and a lip for you to be able to pour it out nicely. So today I just have some creamer here, and I'm going to fill half a cup. Now the key is that you're going to want to be at eye level with the line that you're measuring to so that you properly fill it to the right line. It can be hard if you're looking at it from the top, but there we have a nice half cup of cream. Next, we're going to be talking about our dry ingredients, and we're going to be using this sort of cup to measure those. So first we're going to start off with granulated sugar, and for this you can just go ahead and scoop your ingredients into your cup, and then you're going to want to make sure you have enough in there, and then you can level off the excess with the back of a butter knife or a flat spatula. So there's that one. And then for brown sugar, it's going to be a little different. This ingredient is very unique because you're going to actually pack down the sugar as much as you can, and you're not really going to do this with any other ingredient. So it's going to look like this. Make sure you have a clean hand when you're doing this. And then an easy way to tell if it's ready or if it's properly measured is that it won't have any cracks or air bubbles, and it'll just stay together nicely in one piece. So I'm going to quickly rinse off my hand. Okay, now we're going to talk about flour. So I'm going to show you how to sift flour, but your flour doesn't always need to be sifted. But if it does need to be sifted, you're going to pour it through your sifter, and you're just going to give it a light tap with your hand. And this is just going to break up all of those chunks that you can see. And I'm going to do a little bit more for good measure. Now, whether your flour needs to be sifted or not, you're still going to measure it the same way each time. And so the key here is you're going to use a spoon or a scoop to put it in the cup. You're never going to just scoop your measuring cup right in there, because that would just lead to air pockets and things like that. So once your cup is all full of flour, you can give it a little extra, and then you're going to move your knife back and forth across it to get it all the air bubbles filled in, and then give it one final clean sweep. And there's your cup of flour. Now we're going to be talking about our measuring spoons. So these can be used to measure liquid and dry ingredients. So first I'm going to show you a dry ingredient, which is cinnamon. Spices are often measured with measuring spoons because you don't often have a lot of spice in your dish. So I just scoop it in there, and again I'm going to level off my spoon, and now you have a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we can also measure liquid ingredients, and I have a trick for you. If you're measuring sticky ingredients, like here I have honey, you can spray your measuring spoon so that the honey does not stick. This will help you get a proper measurement so that half the honey isn't stuck to the spoon still, and it'll also help when you are cleaning up so that you don't have to clean a bunch of honey off of your tools. So once you have it measured, it's just going to pour out a lot nicer than it would if you didn't spray it, but the spraying is definitely not necessary. Now lastly, I just want to talk about butter. This is an ingredient that actually already comes measured for you. So if you're making something that calls for 2 tablespoons of butter, I would simply cut my stick at the 2 tablespoon mark, and you don't have to do any further measuring. So I really would encourage you all to use sticks of butter when you're cooking or baking. So I hope that you all learned something a little bit about liquid and dry measurements, and thank you for watching.